Prabhu is also here? He's not here? Hare. Anybody missed out? Oh yes, Krishna Sundar Prabhu and family. Hare. Okay. So we're going to start with our program. So we have a wonderful lineup of presentations that we have, and presenting Krishna consciousness. That's what our spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, you can see his beautiful picture on that side of the altar, came to the United States to present this ancient Vedic knowledge of Krishna consciousness, timeless knowledge, to the Western English-speaking country, English-speaking population. And today also, our effort is the same, to spread Krishna consciousness amongst everybody. So we will start our program today with invoking auspiciousness. So invoking auspiciousness, we'll have His Grace Prachita Prabhu along with our children from the Sunday school. They will be reciting mantras in Sanskrit to invoke all auspiciousness for this place, for everybody here, and for everybody on Zoom as well who are listening to us. So we'll chant the mantras. During that time, we will also request the president or the manager of this society, Mr. Krishna Podwal, to come up and light a lamp while the inauguration mantras are going on. Following that, we'll have two wonderful skits presentation for you all, especially on the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, taking a little essence of the Bhagavad Gita, which will be performed by our youths and children from the Sunday school, and as on the Bhagavad Gita, which will be by our resident scholar, His Grace Radhacharan Prabhu, who has been teaching and spreading this knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita all over the world for many, many years. So we'll be speaking. I'll request everybody to pay attention. And following that, we will have little kirtan, some kirtan of Harinam by Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, who is a very, very renowned singer, very wonderful melodious voice, and you will all get to experience that as well today. And the finale, we will have a wonderful traditional dance performance. Wonderful dance performance by our girls from the Sunday school, choreographed by Her Grace Radhika Priya Mataji, the wonderful Sunday school teacher as well as our dance teacher. So we will be having that all. And at the end, I will request everybody, please do not leave without taking Krishna Prasad. Any of our program doesn't complete without taking prasadam. We have wonderful vegetarian Indian feast, which we have made lovingly by the devotees, offered to the Lord and for all of you to have. So please do take prasadam before you leave. That will be very, very wonderful. So without further ado, I'll request His Grace Prachita Prabhu to come forward, all the kids to come forward, and we'll set up the mantras. And in the meanwhile, also, I'll request the devotees, a little discomfort, if you can, please come. Actually, sitting here is good, but we'll be using this as the stage for the dance and the skits. So if you all can come on this side or, this side, that would be wonderful. So you don't have to move at the last moment.
I think they're doing it.
Yeah, they will do here, but still. Thank you.
That's good.
microphone হাতে ধরে আসবে না
Oh my God, Lord, this is killer. Oh,
Right. Very short, just we'll chant few basic mantras such as we're going to chant Mangalacharan and Shanti Panchakam, and then just going to be total about 7 minutes, 7 minutes probably, and then Shikshashtakam, 8 verses. So it shouldn't be more than 5 to 6 minutes. So they have been learning a lot of mantras, but just to make it short, to adjust the time. We're going to start with Mangalacharan. Okay, so before we start chanting, we're going to request.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome all of them. So I'm requesting on the behalf of the society, Dr. Krishna Madhav, so please come forward to inaugurate this program by lighting. Let's start going away and let's start. So before we start chanting the auspicious mantra, then that you will start lighting. Hare Krishna.
We start right now lighting the lamp.
Okay.
Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Sindhu Bharevacha Pativanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Om Krishna Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhakta Navayam Namatyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwavadusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sambho Mitra Sambharnaha, Sambho Bhagavadvayah, Sambho Indra Viraspati, Sambho Vishnu Gurukramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayu, Tameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadisami, Vilama Vadisami, Sabrahma Vadisami, Tadmāvamadu, Tadbhaktāramadu, Avadu Mam, Avadu Bhaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Sambho Mitra Sambharnaha, Sambho Bhagavadvayah, Sambho Indra Viraspatihi, Sambho Vishnu Gurukramaha, Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayu, Tameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadisami, Vidava Vadisami, Sattva Vadisami, Dharmavamadi, Tadbhaktaramadi, Avimam, Avibhaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Cheto-darpanamajalam, Bhavamahadavali nirvaranam, Shreya-kairava-chandrika vidaradam, Vidya-madhu-jivanam, Anandam buddhi-vardhanam, Pratipradam purnam nijasvadanam, Sarvatma Samaranam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, Nam Namadai Gaudari Jasarva Sakti, Tatrapika Niyamita Smarane Nakara, Ekadrishi Navakipa Bhagavan Namati, Durdaivam Indisham Vihasami Anuranam, Viyaropi Sumijena Tarorapi Sanishuna, Amalina Haroyena Kirtaniya Sadavani, Najanam Najanam Nasundari Muraditam Jagadisha Kamare, Mahajanmani Janmanishware, Avatar Bhakti Ravitu Kirtai, Oiranga Tanuja Kintaram, Pavanitamam Nishame Bhavam Buddho, Vidaya Sapatavam Prajam, Siddharuni Sadhyam Chintaya, Naram Yavastutvaraya, Vadakam Vadvanuraya Viya, Purare Vichikam Bhagavadata, Varanam Ranera Vishri, Jivaitam Nivesena Chakshusha Pramasaitam, Sundaitam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Nirare, Ashisha Bhavadaram Vinastumam, Madarsanam Karmatam Karotu Ma, Vijanapata Vilavatu Rampato, Vatprananathvastu Saeva Namanaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you everyone for attention. Give a big hand for all the kids.
Viva!
Hare Krishna. So now we'll go forward with the next part of our program, which is the skit. We'll be doing the skit. So, yes. So while we are preparing for the skit on this side, the audience will be on this side, so the skit will be here. I would request Dr. Krishna to come up. Yes, and if you'd like to welcome all your guests as well, because I don't know their names. So please, yes.
Thank you very much for Stan Group to come here and make this space even holier than it is. So we really appreciate all of you coming from New Orleans and from here in Baton Rouge, and all temple members I see here. Thank you very much for coming. You're busy today, I know, because of Christmas, but thank you very much for coming here. And thank you so much, Hare Krishna, from here in Baton Rouge and New Orleans for making this space so joyful, so divine, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
And it's a wonderful opportunity that you have given us, fulfilling the desire of our spiritual master to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. So thank you so much. We hope that we have many more occasions like this. Thank you. Very well. So, there you go.
You want to introduce or something? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. So we welcome all of you for our nice program today. The next part of our program, the children have done small skits. This was inspired from the Bhagavad Gita, which was, this month is the Gita Jayanti month, as you all know. So everyone was inspired to learn different shlokas, read different parts of the Bhagavad Gita. And of course, all of you know, the beginning of spiritual life begins with the question of who am I? That's an important question actually on the platform of a human being, and distinguishes us from animals. We're all doing the same things as animals: eating, sleeping, mating, defending in different degrees. And when we come to the human platform, we start questioning, who am I? And as we question who am I, we learn for a spiritual guide. And we humbly question him. We look into books, we look into different aspects of our life. Who am I? Why are we doing what we're doing? What's our purpose in life? And in Bhagavad Gita, the first thing we realize is we are not this body. And that's the first step. Of course, as you mature in your spiritual practices, you will go further on to understanding more deeper levels. Who am I? This is the first question. So this little skit, the first skit that we have is based on the concept of we are not this body, and our children have put together a small skit portraying that. So we'd like to welcome Shailaja, Radhika, Chandrika, Madhavi, and Gopika will present this. The skit is called The Drowning Man. Thank you. So please welcome them.
Oh no! She's drowning! I'm drowning! She's drowning! I'm drowning! I don't know how to swim! I'm drowning! My soul! She's drowning! Help! I'm drowning! Hold up, let me try to help. Help! Help! Can you please bend your hands? I'm trying. Oh, no. Help me. I'm drowning. I don't know how to swim.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone out here who can help this poor woman from drowning? Is there anyone who knows how to swim? Is there anyone? I know how to swim. I can help, please. We saved him! That's what I saved him! But I saved him. He's him. Sure. So what's wrong with this picture? Here we have someone who has so-called saved this drowning woman, but they saved her clothing and she's still in the water. According to the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 22, Vasamsi Jirnani Yatra Vihaya Navani Irnati Naroparani Tatha Sharirani Vihaya Jirnati Nanyati Savyati Navani Deki. As a person puts on new garments, giving up the old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. In addition, chapter 2, text 21, Na jayate niyate va kadachinayam kripa paritapana puya ajo nitya sarasvatoya purana na hanyate hanyamane sharire. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He is not coming into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and kindly. He is not slain when the body is slain. So what we learn from this is that we should take care of our soul, who is our real self, rather than decorating our material and temporary body, which will one day have to go. And to do this, we should surrender ourselves to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Thank you so much. So I hope the concept was a little clear. Understand our body is just like clothes, which we have to shed. Again, when we take our next body according to our desires. Just like when we're ready for our new clothes, we go to the store and choose the clothes of our choice, what we like. In the same way, according to our different desires, we choose our next body. And then, so it's very important to, again, consider what do we want? Do we want to choose our next body again, which is temporary, or do we want to attain our final destination so we don't have to take birth and death again? So the next skit, again, is in the same spirit. We are not this body. It's based on the 2 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. And our children will again portray this concept. So again, it's the same children plus a few extra. We have Gopika, Shailaja, Chandrika, Madhavi, Radhika, and we also have Jyotika, Lakshmi, and Chaitanya.
Oh, I have to do that. Where did you do that from? The opposite? On the other side. See, inverted.
Body soul continuously passes in this body from boyness to youth Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, sloka 14. Matra svarsastu kaunteya Sitoshna sukha dukkada Agama vayo nitya Mam sthiti shashva bharata. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and its disappearance in due course, are as the appearance and disappearance of the winter and summer seasons. They are lies to self-perception, all signs of life, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much to all our Sunday school children and the teacher Radhika Mataji also for wonderfully participating and presenting beautiful essential parts of the Bhagavad Gita in front of everybody here. So now we'll be going up to the next part in which you saw the practical in a presentation way, presentation of the Bhagavad Gita. And now we'll hear more, go a little deeper into the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita. And especially our spiritual master and founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanara Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, we lovingly call him Srila Prabhupada. He especially preached this Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any speculation, any interpretations of his own. He just translated it into the English language and very nicely preached it all over the world. So, to get that pure essence in the form, we listen in parampara or disciplic succession. And coming in the disciplic succession, we would like to request His Grace Radhacharan Prabhu to come forward and speak a little bit about the Bhagavad Gita, giving us the essence of it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. See, you want volume like this?
So,
The mic. Yeah.
as we
Okay,
are
that's good.
hearing many times the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, let us begin Hare Krishna Katha by chanting all of us together in Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we respond. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. First, I will recite a quick Mangalacharan and then we will try to speak few words. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chaturmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Panchadapatmakam
সুন্দর হয় ভাবনা মাতাজি ভালো খুব ভালো গায় তার ভজন দিয়ে ভাবনা এই এদের পক্ষ থেকে একজন গাইবে 38 মিনিট। হ্যাঁ 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 ঠিক আছে, আমরা এখন যা হবে ক্লাস, ক্লাসের পরে ডান্স হবে না, উত্তমের কীর্তন হবে না, উত্তমের কীর্তন একটু কীর্তন রেখে দেবো, তারপরে ডান্স হবে। সেই নাম কি আছে? ভাবনা দেশাই। ভাবনা দেশাই ডক্টর আছেন, ডক্টর কৃষ্ণ পড়ুয়াল। আপনি বলেননি আমি কোথায় টাইটেল দিইনি ওনার, কোথায়? আমি এখন বললাম শুনে, নাহলে ওর টাইটেল নাম যখন দিয়েছি কন্ট্যাক্ট ফর মোর ডিটেলস, আপনি আগে বলবেন ওটা ভালো না, সব জায়গায় বলবেন। ইনার কি ডক্টর কি ভাবনা নাকি এমনি শুধু কি নাম আছে পুরো? না, ভাবনা দেশাই। ওই যে ছবি, হ্যাঁ প্রথম বড় পাশে, ঠিক আছে বুঝলাম। এরপরে দিয়ে দিয়ে তার একটা ভজন তাদের থেকে একটা ভজন করে, ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা, আমি কি দুটো ছেলেদেরকে নিয়ে যাবো ওখানে সেট আপ করবো নাকি কিরকম কি হবে? প্রসাদ কি করে সেট আপ হবে? প্রসাদ কিরকম সিস্টেম আছে আমাকে বুঝান। না আপনি আমাকে দেখেন সিস্টেমটা বুঝান কিরকম। ওরা আমাকে একবার দেখেইছিল যে ওরা তাড়াতাড়ি ওটা হয়ে যায়, এক্সপেনশন হয় আবার। হ্যাঁ কে আছে? বড়বালি আছে নাকি আর কেউ আছে? দেখাতে পারে। আসেন আমি দেখছি, আসো আসো। না আপনি ওনারা নিয়ে আসবেন, আমি ওনাকে ডিস্টার্ব করতে চাই না, আপনি আসেন আমরা দেখছি।
Under their protection. So I especially feel blessed amidst the group of devotees who are dedicated in celebrating, celebrating the advent of Bhagavad Gita. Actually, in this month, that Lord Krishna taught the message of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So the main reason I feel very blessed to be in such assembly can be explained from the shloka of Vedas, Veda mantras. From Padma Purana, there is a very interesting shloka which says, Jalaja Nava Lakshani Sthavara Laksha Vimshati. That how many living entities are there in this universe? This shloka explains, depicts that. Jalaja Nava Lakshani. Jalaja Nava Lakshani. No need to repeat. I don't mind, but it will take more time. So, Jalaja. What is Jalaja? That which is born in water. Nava Lakshani. That 900,000 of species are born inside the water. Can those beings come to the earth? They cannot. As soon as they come, finish. And then Sthavara Laksha Vimshati. Sthava means fixed, like trees, the plants. They cannot, they are called as Sthavar. Just fixed in one place. Tree cannot walk. Right? And then they are like 20 lakh times. Number of species is 20 lakhs. And then Kramaya Rudra Sanketa. Kramaya means kirmis, insects. Small insects, millions. So how many, this Shloka said, Rudra Sanketa. Rudra is what? Ekadashi Rudra. Rudra is, represents 11. So there are 11 lakhs of species. And then Pakshinam Dasha Lakshanam. Pakshi is the birds. Birds are 10 lakh types. Then Trincha Lakshani Pashwa. And the Pashwa, the animals are Trincha Laksh, like 30 lakhs. And Chatur Lakshani Manava. Whereas the human beings are 4 lakh types. So you can see how many living types of living entities exist in this particular world. So these are like specifics. For example, one bird is one species, but that same bird, there are millions in numbers. So we can see that throughout this universe, whether in the water, whether in the land or in the skies, the living entities are all pervading, unlimited living entities. So amongst all those living entities, 400,000 species are that of human beings. And amongst them, just imagine how many of us feel so rare, so few living entities. So I feel so blessed to be in the association of such living entities, such jivas who are devoted to the Lord. So we can just imagine how much fortunate we are that trees or the plants or the animals, they cannot participate in understanding the higher truth in life or practicing the religion. So it is said, amongst all these species of life, human birth is the best. Therefore, Bhagavatam explains very nicely. Durlabho manusham deho dehinam kshanabhanguraha. Amongst all these living entities, human birth is very, very rare. It cannot easily be attained. It is not in our hands, in other words, that which birth we can take. So, amongst all that, humans are considered very, very rare. And this human or the human body as it is, to that matter, any body is Kshanabhangura. Chronic. Means any moment it can be finished. So, it is even more rare. Kshanabhangura. Tatrapi durlabham manne. And amongst given circumstances, situation, the Tatrapi durlabham manne, amongst all that, it is even more rare to find Vaikuntha Priya Darshanam. That the devotees, Vaikuntha Priya is those who are devoted to Vaikuntha or the Lord of Vaikuntha, that is Lord Narayana or Lord Krishna or any Vishnu incarnation to that matter. So to have their association is considered as Durlabham, even more rare. So by Lord's grace, we have all assembled here today to discuss or understand or be united together. As Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, that all my devotees come together and they discuss about my devotees. So this is one good opportunity. So basically we can see, as was being just announced some time back, it is not the pursuits or the animals who can practice religion. Ahara Nidra Bhayamaitunam Chava. It's only human beings who can actually tend to the process of practicing dharma and having attained to human life, and by the mercy of the Lord who enacted this Juddha Leela or the war pastimes in Kurukshetra, wherein Arjuna represents, or we all in fact are like Arjunas. We are all confused. We are all lost. We may have all material facilities, but actual goal of life we do not know. And therefore, the Lord appeared and put Arjuna in a particular situation and made him ask questions. And the Lord replied those questions, and this is how therefore it is called as Bhagavad Gita. Gita is the song. Krishna, whenever in the spiritual world anything is spoken, Katha, Ganam, Natyam, Gaganapi, Vamshi Priyasaki, Brahmasami, that talking is like singing in the spiritual world. So this wonderful song, Bhagavad Gita, that the Lord very kindly gave it to us so that we can learn our difficult situation and become blissful in this very life. So in the previous acharyas, we can see many acharyas in the past, they have propounded various systems of how to do dukkha parihar, how to get out of difficulties and how to become happy in life. So there are three main processes. The first one is karma jog. Second one is jnana jog. So these are two main. There are all others also. The third one is called as bhakti yoga. So what happens? Karma yoga is nothing but practicing the Vedas, rules, regulations, karma kanda basically. So what happens is by practicing that particular yoga system, one can attain to heavenly planet. Like somebody dies, we say Swargavasi, that somebody has gone to the heaven. Why? Because hopefully he has performed a lot of punyas, piety, and then he has gone to the Swargaloka or the heavenly planets. But we also hear Shine Punne Martyaloka Vishanti. So even if one goes with hard performance of austerities, charities, many things, that though one attains to Swargaloka, he has to again fall down. So this is Karma Marga. Second one is Jnana Marga. In Jnana Marga, you have to do a lot of mental or intellectual calculations and try to ascertain that I am not this body, but which is very difficult. And even if one attains to Brahman effulgence, Brahma Jyoti, like Shishupal and many such personalities to practice this Jnana Marga, ultimately it so happens that even what is their destination is entering in the body of the Lord. That is the light of the body. That is what the Brahma Jyoti, that is what we call. They merge themselves in the Brahma Jyoti. But at the end, because there is no action, there is no activity, they also again fall down. So easiest and so in the Karma Yoga, the fruit of your work you get in next life. And who has seen what is going to happen after that? So there is no certainty. Same thing is Jnana Marga, simply speculating and maneuvering with your intelligence, and there is no real happiness. Only concocted or articulated happiness that one gets into. Whereas when one performs Bhakti Yoga, as Krishna very nicely explains in Bhagavad Gita as one of the main yogas, that simply by practicing Bhakti Yoga, forget about next life, forget about attaining to the heaven. In this very lifetime, not only in this very lifetime, on this particular day, not even this day, at this particular moment, we can be happy. Not only we can be happy, as much as we remain associated with the Lord, chanting, thinking, feeling about the Lord, we are instantly Jivan Muktas. Jivan Muktas means one who is liberated even at this moment. So, Krishna explains in the nutshell, actually Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years ago, and hundreds and thousands of commentaries are there, but nobody could ever find out length and breadth of those knowledge because it is so deep, very difficult. So in conclusion, what the Lord is trying to say is that Bhakta Asime Sakha Cheti Rahasyam Hetu Kama, that Arjun just become my devotee, because by becoming my devotee, Rahasyam, that the most confidential knowledge will automatically become revealed unto you. So, though Krishna taught this knowledge, though we have been contemplating for 5,000 years, but how to actually surrender to God, we never knew it. Krishna said, the last instruction of the Lord is, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mama Ekam Sharanam Vraja. That Arjuna, you surrender unto me. But how to surrender, Krishna never taught. Therefore, in order to understand this difficult situation, Lord Krishna again appeared in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught how to actually perform devotional service unto Lord. I know we have very limited time, so we will just offer our prayers to Lord Chaitanya that please give us that potency, give that understanding, because it is Lord Chaitanya who established the Pancham Purushartha. See, any religious system we see, there is dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. Only 4 things are taught. Any religious system. But Lord Chaitanya taught the Juga Dharma, that is the Prema Dharma. So there is a nice shloka which highlights the glory of Lord Chaitanya. It says, Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Bhava Mritam Hija, Aswadya Aswadayam Bhaktan, Prema Diksham Shiksha. That Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was no other than combination of Radha and Krishna together, he rejoices how to perform bhakti in his own life, and he taught to the whole world. So praying to his lotus feet and praying to Sri Radha Krishna and all the previous acharyas, let us all pray based on the Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad that he says, Om Atsuko Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya, Mrityor Mahamritam Gamaya. My dear Lord, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya, from Asat, the transient world, please take us to the eternal world. Sat. And Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamaya, Tamasa means ignorance. All the problems that we have in our life, they are all produced because of Tamasa. Tamasa is no knowledge, lack of knowledge. And then it says, Mrityor Mahamritam Gamaya, that my dear Lord, from the world of this death, Mrityu Lokam, please transfer us to the eternal Loka, Amritam, that is an eternal world, this spiritual Loka. Praying to the Lordship on this most auspicious occasion, that please keep us united, because in the age of Kali, it is very difficult to stay together. Even for on our individual basis, for our own mind and intelligence to keep together is so difficult. So how we could survive in this crazy world? Very difficult. So I will just thank all of you for again organizing this program and patient hearing. Sarvadar Prabhu requested me that if there are some questions I could take. Of course, only Krishna can answer the questions. I can do this like for 5 minutes, or we will continue to the next program. Best way, yes, please.
If nobody has, then I'm just going to add the point which I had from the devotees explained about how Bhagavad Gita is prepared as a love letter. Because we all are hankering and looking for love and message from the lover. So how this Bhagavad Gita is a love letter for all of us. Because it's our eternal evolution, freedom, Sarvabhutaram. So there is no better or closer friend or evolution friends, and who travel with us in time and memorial in life after life. So that if you would like to few words or
yes, I can give my own realization. Very, very interesting point. In fact, every day I meditate on this, that what is all this surrender about? So how do we actually surrender? In fact, each one of us here have that experience. It's just a question of how much we want to meditate on it. See, as nicely said, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Riddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. Krishna explains that Sarva Bhutanam, among all the living entities, Riddeshe, that is heart, within the heart that I am situated. So, knowledge, remembrance, forgetfulness, anything that is happening, that we are getting, it is from the Paramatma, from within the heart. So this is a very important point to realize, that Lord is continuously associating with us, and He always wants to give us this mercy, give His remembrance. But the trouble is, we have our own programs, our own, just like our body is made up of 11 senses, 5 Pancha Gyanendriyas and Pancha Karmendriyas, and on the top is mind. Each these 11 fellows, they have their own goals. So, like I want to see nice things, ear want to hear one's own glorification, tongue want to criticize others, and like this, each and every sense is wants to satisfy itself. But Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam Sarvaloka Mahesharam, that Bhoktaram, I am the enjoyer, not you. So the trouble with all of us is we are trying to enjoy ourselves independently. So, whereas the same activities, same enjoyments, if it is directed to the Supreme Lord, then the joy that we can derive is a million folds. So it's just question of a science. Learning to the prompts of the Lord from within the heart, and these prompts, this is the whole thing I was trying to say. Like every day I try and meditate, I keep on forgetting, but that is how it is. Practice means you forget and you again try. Keep on trying, keep on trying, keep on trying, because we have millions of years of practice, and such old practice is very difficult to do. Habits, in other words, they are become habits. So if we can practice Krishna consciousness, the Krishna or the Lord, it does not matter to which deity we are dedicated to, but as we are devoted to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is the Lord, and from him everything, all incarnations are coming out and manifest. So he is right there in our heart as one of our best friends. So simply by trying to tune ourselves to the Paramatma within the heart, I have personally seen that so much bliss is there. Many times I try to do something, I know I got some inspiration, but I didn't follow it, I did something else, and suddenly I realized I landed up in problems. And had I done that, I would have been much better. Every day, practice. We have to keep on practicing. And what our thinking, feeling, it has to be supported by the scriptures. Because Mani Ram, or what we call mind, we always want to regulate us from this time. Because mind want to enjoy independently. So this process of Krishna consciousness, as Krishna explains in Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya, Raja Guru. That is the king of all the knowledge. There is no knowledge greater than this knowledge. In fact, Gita Upanishad also called as, this is Gita is called as, that Gita is nothing but essence of all the Upanishads. Any Upanishad teachings you will find they are in the Sara form, in the essence form, already mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So, mind you, again, just try to learn the prompts of the Lord from within. Just tune to it, because when it's a difficult time or when it's a time of death, none of our wealth or anything that we have acquired materially is going to help us. Only that prompt from within the heart will help us. So whole process of Krishna consciousness is learning to tune ourselves with the Paramatma from the heart. Is that okay? Of course, there is so much explanation. Thank you.
Read Bhagavad Gita, I generally select two messages. One is detachment, another one is no expectation for happiness. And so what do you suggest about how to get those two things?
Well, this is $1 million question. Many great personalities, they are trying this. It means like sages and all. We are just common men. So it is very nicely taught by Lord Chaitanya. I was explaining that how he came to further teach us how to practice the teachings of the Gita. So he said, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagya Uchate. What is Vairagya? What you are trying to say is detachment. That is nothing but Vairagya in Sanskrit. So, intellectually, we may try to say that, oh, nothing belongs to me, but we have this attachment. Therefore, the best course of activities is whatever attachments we have, we should connect them to the Lord. If we have this brief, even we are greatest of doctors or whatever to that matter, this brief is not in our control. Right? So in this way, nothing is actually in our control. So best course of activities is to depend on the Lord. Understand that how, because of His mercy, that I am able to accomplish varieties of things in life. So in this way, we learn that nothing belongs to me. Whatever I have got, it is His mercy. So in fact, He is the one who has given us. Right? And we on our own, we cannot get any of these things. So we have to try and learn to understand and devote everything to Him. For example, we are eating good food, right? Each one of us are attached to eating good food. So then if we eat that food for our own self, for our own pleasure, then it is very sinful. Krishna explains that also in the Gita. So he recommends the method. You cook varieties of wonderful dishes and offer to him as naivatya. So whatever sin is involved, he will take it and we will get back prasadam. Prasadam is mercy. So this is one activity. In this way, all our activities throughout our life, if we dawdle towards it, then it becomes a bhakti yoga or a yoga of love. It's loving. I'm doing Lord for you. He's not going to take the plate and go. He's going to keep it for you, but he will sanctify you. So this is one activity. So in this way, though we are attached to eating good food, actually we get even better food than that. When we offer and when we take prasadam, it is more tasty. We can take any normal prasadam, normal food, and you take prasadam and see the difference. So in this way, asakti or the attachment can be doubted towards the Lord. And over a period of time, we understand that everything belongs to Him anywhere. Even I belong to you, my dear Lord. So please give me shelter again at your lotus feet. And in this act, I become free from bondage.
Where does say detachment? Whatever you said right now,
Yes.
I understood that you offer everything to God. But how detachment comes between detachment?
Yeah, detachment is the same way as saying like it does not belong to me. What is attachment? Detachment is opposite to attachment. You are attached to something, but now you say no, it's not mine, it's yours. I will be attached to your prasadam, but I will not be attached to the Bhagwan. Okay? Thank you. Sorry? Thank you, appreciate your time. Srila Prabhupada ki, Samveta Bhakta-vrinda ki, Gaura Premanande. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Radhachandran Prabhu, he's a wonderful speaker. I'm sure all of you see. He's a student. He studied in IIT, Mumbai, and a very, very scholarly person, but has given up all that to take up to Krishna consciousness. So how wonderful this Krishna consciousness is, we can understand. So thank you very much, Radhachandran Prabhu. So now we'll go to the next part of our program. We have some nice musical presentation. So first we had some dramatic presentation. After that we had some philosophical presentation. Now we'll have some musical presentation. And after this we will have dance presentation and then prasadam. So I would again like to welcome all the devotees who have arrived and everybody who's here. So thanking the Hindu Vedic Society again, I would like to request Mrs. Bhavna, please come and sing one bhajan, and following that, our Uttam Bhakta Prabhu will sing a bhajan. So, would you like to come up? You sure you're fine? I don't know if the mic can come all the way there. Oh, please come. At least sit down here. Prabhu and everybody to set up. Uttam Bhakta Prabhu and our musicians, Sham. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So now we'll have Kirtan by Uttam Prabhu. Just before that, Lalasan Prabhu wanted to add something. Just 1 second.
My apology. In fact, I forgot to announce that this function and everything behind all this is nothing but Sarvadara Prabhu and his entire family. Tirelessly they work. You can also stay here, you know how nicely they all cook. And they are one of the best families I have seen in rendering service in the form of giving prasadam. They are never tired. All of them tirelessly cook wonderful dishes and prasad. I just really wanted to thank him and all of them.
Hare Krishna. So we also on the other presentation, in which the other presentation were in one way a presentation in which you watch or you observe while somebody presents. But this part of the presentation, we call it Sangha Kirtan, meaning Sammelan, everybody together and doing Kirtan. So I'll request everybody to please chant as well and clap your hands. Everything that our acharyas, our ancestors in the Vedic system has given us is very, very scientific and important if we understand it. Why do we clap hands? Because we have these lines or astrology and everything on our hands. When we clap, especially in front of the Lord, they change. They change for the good, they change for the better. So I want everybody to clap. And they say that there are these birds of skins that sit on our shoulders. But when we clap, what happens to all the birds? They fly away, right? So when we clap, one person is clapping, the birds from his shoulder flew off, flying, the birds want some place to settle. Those who are not clapping, they will go and settle on them, right? You see birds' nature are like that. So don't let those birds come on you also. So please request everybody to clap your hands, chant. We have ample space also. You saw some of our girls dancing very nicely. If you all feel like dancing, you can stand up and dance as well. So now I'll request His Grace Uttam Bhakta Prabhu, the very, very melodious, wonderful singer, assisting him, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, and along with that, Shan and Devangan, Pitambar playing Kartal, Devapal Prabhu. So please participate. This everybody has to do together. So please participate. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Prabhuji, very good. Very, very, very good.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for participating in chanting the holy name. Thank you very much. So now we go to the last and final part of our program. It's a wonderful dance presentation. So now, another 5 minutes, we'll have the dance. Again, we would like to thank all the devotees for participating, coming today out here at Baton Rouge, taking out their precious time.
I would like to give microphone to Jesse Sakti.
Sure, please.
She got to come here.
Come here.
यहाँ बैठिए, यहाँ बैठिए.
भावना क्या कर रहे हैं?
She's the pioneer of this temple, like few of the group people. She's one of the pioneers.
Dhanyavad. I don't know why Bhavna, my sister, she's introducing me. This is our place, and I belong to Hindu Vedic Center for the opening or the inauguration or ever conceiving the thought of Hindu Center here in town. My name is Krishna Agnihotri. I watched everything on Zoom at home, and I just thought I'll go for prasad at least. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Haribo.
My husband Bhishma Agnihotri, he was busy with something else. Some calls keep on coming, so I came. And I appreciate इतना अच्छा लगा सब कुछ, बिल्कुल छूता है मन को. आपका सबका जो इतना निष्काम काम है, you did from your heart. And I tell you one little story. We were traveling, we were in Spain, and then somewhere we saw that voice, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I looked like, itna bada procession. I was amazed, even in foreign countries, so much devotion, and every lady was dressed up so pretty, and even I couldn't think of how they got such pretty clothes. So, wish you all the good luck. We are very proud you are in your town, and Bhavna is almost everybody's sister. We respect her, we love her, and I don't know why she asked me to come, but thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
What she said is too good. That's it.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. We are also very, very appreciative of Hindi Vedic Centered Society to invite us to come over and do this wonderful presentation. I hope you'll invite us many more times, and we also would love to come. Also, we would like to invite you all to come to our center in New Orleans, not too far away. It's 2936 Esplanade Avenue. We have wonderful, wonderful temple opened by our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada. And whenever you are there in New Orleans, please drop by. We are open every day from 9 to almost 8 and 9 in the evening. So you are most welcome, all of you all, to come to our ISKCON New Orleans. So now we'll go on with the dance. And following the dance, there is prasadam for everybody, which is being arranged right now in the hall, dining hall, which is next door. So after the dance, I will request everybody to please come forward to prasadam. Thank you. Hare Krishna. What to do? Put off from that side.
Okay, I'll take him.
Okay, where's the music? Where's the music? Okay, one second, where are they gone? Radhacharan Prabhu.
What happened? आवाज बड़ा तो बोलेंगे। Go. Everyone.
Thank you so much. Hero! Thank all the girls for the wonderful dance. All the children also, thank you so much. Hare. Thank you. So now I'll request Vishnu Priya to come forward and give some word of thanks to everybody, especially all the devotees.
Hare Krishna, all the devotees. I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart that I'm very, very grateful to be here amongst all of you. And it is very, very motivating for me, especially as a youth who has been born in this movement, to see people from all over Baton Rouge and all over New Orleans and everyone, not just who are in ISKCON, appreciate us and for everything that all the devotees are doing. And so thank you for inspiring all of us. And I hope that you all can keep coming and joining us and motivating all of us, because Krishna consciousness is all about growing and helping each other grow in Krishna consciousness. So thank you all so much. Also, thank you to the Vedic Hindu Society members for always being so welcoming to the ISKCON and New Orleans devotees, to all of us who are also staying in Baton Rouge. And we humbly invite you all to join our program that we have in Baton Rouge every Sunday from 11 to 12:30, and right now it's on Zoom. And you can get all the information from my father, Sarvadar Das, and also at the book table outside, you can get all the information. And as Govarada Prabhu has mentioned earlier, we have our main temple in New Orleans, which is 2936 Esplanade Avenue, and you all are always welcome to visit the temple, especially we have program every Sunday. And if you have enjoyed the program that we just had right now, we have the same program at the temple: chanting, dancing, feasting, and philosophizing, which are the four main pillars of ISKCON. So I really hope to see all of you again and again. Thank you.
Also, such wonderful programs should never come to an end. So we want to keep it going on, but time is constrained. So anyways, we would like to invite you all also tonight, if you all have time in the evening, at Sarvatara Prabhu's house, very, very close by. What was the address? 46? 1146 Gentle Wind Drive. We're going to have wonderful program, devotees here. We're going to again continue our kirtan, bhajan, and wonderful dinner prasada. So all of you are welcome to join. The program in the evening will start from 4 p.m. onwards. Will be at Sarvatara Prabhu's house. So we request you all to please join us there as well. If you need more information, we have a book table outside as well. If you would like to take some books, also we have some books you can take, and you can get more information about tonight's program or about our program in New Orleans from either Sarvatara Prabhu, myself, or Vishnu Priya, whoever you can see during lunchtime. So from here, we'll go for lunch. If okay, prasadam is ready. So request everybody to please take prasadam before you leave. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare.
Hare Krishna, everyone on Zoom. Thank you all so much for staying with us so far. We will close the Zoom program right now. I hope to see all of you again next Sunday on Zoom. Hare Krishna.